1 Music Publishing Private Limited UEN number 201,106,083 Intellectual Property ID number I0034809839. 9. 1 Music Publishing Private Limited deals specifically with music copyright and the usage of musical works. 1 Music Publishing Private Limited is the music publishers exercise and practice in Copyright Act to answer the call of composers, lyricists. 1 Music Publishing Private Limited is the publishers is to hold the rights and copyright protection from any infringe and other matters related. The purpose was to provide them protection with a means of compensation for usage of their creative material by other parties. This was accomplished by setting up a registry of musical works for composers and lyricists whereby their works would be protected by the music publishers. 1 Music Publishing Private Limited. 1 Music Publishing Private Limited is the music publisher control and ownership of music written and published locally and international worldwide. 1 Music Publishing Private Limited has entered into reciprocal agreements with other affiliated societies worldwide. 1 Music Publishing Private Limited was established in 2011 to further enhance the music publishing business within the 1 Music Records Private Limited and others record labels. We aim to be active on creative exploitation of our songs writers as well as handling reliable administration. Creative Professional Sync Licensing Department to enforce commercial film game sync activity A. List A&Rs and holding writing camps with international and domestic writers administration and exploitation of local repertoire to territories outside Singapore by using our worldwide network. Innovative 1 Music Records Private Limited Music and Sound Design Department was formed to accommodate new business needs. 1 Music Publishing Private Limited Intellectual Property ID number I0034809839. 9. Was recognized by the World Association such as International Confederation of Societies of Authors and Composers, SISOC, Composers and Authors Society of Singapore Limited, Compass, Wahana Music Indonesia, WAMI, Music Authors Copyright Protection Malaysia STNBHT, MAC, and other association in the world. Trust our companies aim to be active on creative exploitation of our songs writers as well as handling reliable administration. Exclusive composers and authors: Reggie Weking, Rakai Johans Mangondab, Riki Marthan Mangondab, Mohammed Yassin Yusuf, Rudy Wibiwo, Harry Priangano, Zani Jaffer, Safardin Shadin. Our administration under 1 Music Publishing Private Limited as music publishers. Copyrights administration, free administration. Enquiry. Do email us intellectual property rights, email intellectualproperty.onamusic@gmail.com. Music publishing is the business of promotion and monetization of musical compositions. Music publishers ensure that songwriters receive royalties for their compositions, and also work to generate opportunities for those compositions to be performed and reproduced. A music publisher or publishing company is responsible for ensuring the songwriters and composers receive payment when their compositions are used commercially. A music publisher collects royalties on behalf of songwriters and ensures their written works are protected. Distributors look after labels or independent artists, delivering their music to digital platforms. A music publisher invests in songwriters and composers and controls musical compositions, whereas a record company invests in artists and controls master recordings. Not all songwriters and composers are recording artists, and many recording artists don't write their own songs. A songwriter or composer is the creator of a work, which is a song, score or other musical composition. A publisher, on the other hand, is an individual or company that owns or administers the copyright of a work. Job description: administer and licensing officers. Music is an essential part of our lives. It sets the mood, brings people together, and helps us express our emotions. In the entertainment industry, music plays a significant role in enhancing the overall experience of movies, TV shows, video games, and advertisements. However, using music in these mediums requires permission from the owner of the rights to that music. This is where music licensing managers come in. In this blog post, we will explore the role of a music licensing manager, their responsibilities, and the impact they have on the entertainment industry. A music licensing director. A music licensing director is a professional who is responsible for obtaining the necessary licenses to use music in various media. They work with record labels, music publishers, and artists to negotiate the terms of music licensing agreements. Music licensing managers are also responsible for ensuring that the music used in a particular production is cleared for use and that all necessary permissions have been obtained. Music licensing director may vary depending on the organization they work for. However, some of the common responsibilities of a music licensing manager include: music licensing director negotiate licensing agreements with record labels, music publishers, and artists. They ensure that the terms of the agreement are favorable to their organization and that all necessary permissions have been obtained. Music licensing director research the ownership and rights to music to ensure that their organization has the necessary permissions to use the music. Manage the catalogs of music that their organization has the rights to. They ensure that the music is properly categorized, and that all necessary information is available for licensing purposes. Up to date with industry trends. Music licensing directors stay up to date with industry trends and changes in licensing regulations. They ensure that their organization is in compliance with all relevant laws and regulations. Impact of music licensing director. Music licensing director play a crucial role in the entertainment industry. Without their expertise, it would be challenging for production companies to obtain the necessary licenses to use music in their productions. Music licensing director also ensure that artists and record labels are compensated for their work, which helps to sustain the music industry. Composers create musical compositions such as television and film scores, theme music, songs, symphonies, and music for interactive products such as video games. Arrangers adapt and modify musical compositions to convey desired themes and to suit particular instrumental and vocal performances. Music composers and arrangers write and transcribe musical scores. They adapt music into customized musical arrangements and create original music for various musical ensembles, promoting their catalog songs to recording artists. Licensing compositions for use by films, television, advertisements, and other media. Monitoring song usage, and collecting and distributing royalties to clients. Music publishing is the business of promotion and monetization of musical compositions. Music publishers ensure that songwriters receive royalties for their compositions, and also work to generate opportunities for those compositions to be performed and reproduced. While record companies create recordings of songs and sell phonograph records in all forms and configurations like compact discs and cassette tapes containing those recordings, the present-day music publisher basically performs the following four functions. 1. Work creatively with songwriters. 2. Protect and enforce. Email info.onamusicsingapore@gmail.com